Bodacious true crime.
Jumping and jumping.
I'm always at a loss when I try to introduce the podcast. You know, like I'm always like, "Welcome to Bodacious True Crime, everybody," and then I like just say, "Oh, here's you, Gus. Here's Younes. We're talking about Son of Sam. Here we go."
I got it. Don't worry.
All right. So when you guys are ready, we can start.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bodacious True Crime with your fantastic host, Riley, Eunice, and Gus. Today,
So out of breath.
shut up! Today,
Why is that so much?
we will be, shut up! Today, we will be discussing Son of Sam
That's right.
and all of his details and murders, because he was a murderer.
He was.
Take it away, Riley.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bodacious True Crime.
Okay, you can't have me do the intro if you're just gonna go right back to what you do.
I'm gonna keep it in, Gus. No, you don't understand.
Okay.
Whatever. Fuck you. It's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to Bodacious True Crime, everybody. It's me.
I have pancakes this time.
Yeah, he's eating pancakes instead of steak.
Yeah. And also, I already introduced us in my intro, Riley, so I don't know why you're doing it again.
Oh my God, Gus.
The whole point was to mix it up.
You're right. Okay, fuck you. So how are you doing, Gus? How are you guys doing? It was so easy to
I
get
was
a
doing great. But then
Good.
you told me to do the intro, and then you completely just like act like I never did anything. So no, I'm
Okay,
not
fuck
doing
you. Fine. Today we're discussing
great.
a very famous. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
surprise! It's gonna Sam because I said it already.
I hate you so fucking much, Gus. Oh my God. You know, something interesting about I think something interesting about Son of Sam is when you like really listen to his crimes, it's like I feel like he's only so memorable because of like at the time, you know.
I think everybody was surprised the Jewish guy did it.
That guy?
No, I mean
That guy.
it's the 70s, you know. At this point, it's been boiling over for like 30 years.
Like, wait a minute, why isn't he working at the bank? Why is he killing people?
I don't believe you,
Like-
man. No way. That guy.
And Berkowitz is sitting here like, I just wanted to get my bagels.
Oh,
Oh, send schmear.
oh, it's so dry over here.
But yesterday,
My sinuses.
my sinuses.
Why'd we have to come to Illinois? You could have visited my uncle in Ohio.
You sound
That-
kind of Italian, and I'm Italian, so I take offense to that.
You should.
Good.
Only I
That's
can
the
hate
Jewish
Italian
people.
people. Only I can hate
First, let's stop right there.
I just want to say, if you guys are
People
Jewish and you're
bullshit.
listening to this, my goal is to make you mad today.
Yeah, you might want to stop listening to this because we're going to be talking about David. Let's just jump into it, I guess.
Yosemite Sam.
What have
I
you been
wish.
dancing around it for 15 minutes now? What have you jumping?
It's been shut the fuck up. Okay, anyways, so David Berkowitz, who, as we've discussed before, is Jewish. I had to like include that in the notes because of how much talk there was last episode about fucking Ron Goldman being Jewish. David Berkowitz was born Richard David Falco on June 1st, 1953 in Brooklyn.
Falco sounds badass, man.
Yeah, but that's not actually... You know what? I'm actually going to get into it right now. His birth is fucked, dude. Like, everything surrounding his birth is so fucked. His parents were Joseph Kleinman and Elizabeth Broder. Joseph, his father, was married at the time, and Elizabeth gets pregnant. So...
He was a bastard.
Yes, but Elizabeth was married, I believe, a few years before this to a man by the name of Tony Falco, who has the best, like, Tony Falco. Like, I love his name.
It's pretty Italian, even if he isn't.
She was, they were Italian Jewish.
Oh,
Yeah. So, Elizabeth was, like, kind of, you know, it wasn't, like, it's not 100% confirmed, but we can basically assume that it's because she was ashamed or because the person she was having an affair with wasn't really too happy about it. You know, you don't really, especially if you're super strict Jewish, you don't want to like advertise all that shit to people.
Yeah.
So, Elizabeth takes Falco's name, last name, and names her child Richard David Falco, and this is soon to be David Berkowitz.
Honestly, Berkowitz isn't bad either. Like, this is like the one. Like, he doesn't have a bad name. It's pretty average.
No, I like his name. I like his name, and I like Falco. It's a good name. So, a few days after having the child, Elizabeth gives it up for adoption, and the infant Richard Falco was adopted by Pearl and Nathan Berkowitz. Mm-hmm. They were Jewish hardware store owners, and they had a pretty decent living. They were childless going into their middle age, so because the child is only days old at this point, they rename him, and they take his middle name, which is David,
and make it his first name.
And they make it his first name, so his name is now David Richard Berkowitz.
Right. Okay. So did they get a new? Did they get a new middle name for him then?
No, they did. They took Richard.
Who's Richard then? Who's Richard? Is Richard the guy?
Richard was his original name. Stop speaking. I actually do that, Gus.
I know. I'm making fun of it.
Stop it, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Audio listeners, he's making fun of Italians.
Basically.
So, much like many serial killers, I think some that we've talked about on this podcast, in fact, like I know Dahmer did, David has a few head injuries when he was a child. At 4, a kid dropped a rock on his head. And at 7, he was hit by a car.
Oh my god.
I know, what the fuck? And he grew up
How was he alive?
I have no idea. He grew up in Brooklyn, too, so, like, this shit is like, who the fuck dropped a rock on his head?
You can just tell, they're like, guys, just play football, but we don't have a ball. It's okay, guys. It's like some random kid picks up a giant rock the size of his head and just chucks it at David.
Man, fuck this, and then just throws the rock. And then it's like in a cartoon where he has a bump on his head that looks like this.
Yeah, he's like, I got it. And the thing like crushes his head, goes on the floor, like he removes it, and like his head goes. Ooh.
He's like, oh no, mommy, you gotta get me some bagels to put on my
head.
My bagel holder.
Oh my.
My bagel
I'm such a mess.
I'm such. Oh my god, dude! This is gonna be the most offensive episode. So it's
why did you do that, you schmuck?
Gus? Do you remember what he used to call himself?
No, I don't.
He used to call him some sort of a Jewish word that means like the idiot. Was it? I don't remember. So David getting hit by a car kind of fucked him up.
Yeah.
And he became, like, after this injury, he became hyper-aggressive. Throughout the rest of his childhood, he would go on to participate in a little bit of arson, which, I mean, I like doing, too, so, you know, I don't really blame him.
I mean, it's not really like a psychopath or a serial killer thing. It's just, like, a fun Saturday with the right people.
Yeah, it's just, like, burning down trees, buildings. It doesn't matter.
People, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. I love killing people. He also liked to harm animals, which is another serial killer trait. Or common serial killer trait.
Just the right people, another fun Saturday.
Exactly, dude. Hey, Gus, you got plans?
Yeah, actually. You want to join me?
Right?
I'm going down the river just stabbing a bunch of frogs.
Yo! Stabbing frogs? What an odd animal to try to kill.
They're like tiny and slippery. They're really fun to stab.
So, David kills his adopted mother's cat when he is young. And he was
too big.
Something a lot of people will point out is that David Berkowitz was extremely close to his adoptive mother. And we will talk.
talking.
We will talk about that later. So, besides that, though, he has a pretty normal childhood. He was of above average intelligence and had a decent amount of friends and a little girlfriend. Like, not like anything official, but like there was this one girl that he was pretty sweet with. However, he doesn't feel like he's a normal kid, you know? He grew up in at this time, it's an all Jewish neighborhood. So all of it, he doesn't feel like the other Jewish kids, particularly because he has a big growth spurt, and so he's a lot bigger than all the other kids.
And he also has like a giant thing poking up the top of his head, unlike all the other Jewish kids.
Yeah, and they all put bagels on top of it. Stick it through the hole.
Yeah. His nickname was Smear because he just had bagels on top of it and Smear in his backpack.
You got my schmear. That's how he gets bullied. He's like, you bring this schmear, Berkowitz, and he's like,
Smear boy.
If only I could kill women.
Oh, if only I wasn't so tall and I didn't have to spike bagels on it.
So the other thing that he didn't like was that he was adopted, and he knew this, but his adoptive parents didn't tell him the whole truth. They told him that his mother died in childbirth and his dad skipped town. So David feels
It's fucking shit. Star Wars.
Honestly, it's a better story than the original. So
it is, but it's not. It makes him feel guilty that he thinks he killed his mother.
right.
And
happens?
Younes, shit happens, man.
Fuck, man, dead moms. That shit happens.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Oh, what a tragedy. I don't have the original person whose pussy I came of.
Yeah, you don't need that shit anyways. David feeling, these feelings of otherness get worse when at 14, David's adoptive mom dies of breast cancer. He also blamed himself for this too. He felt like he just wasn't good enough, and like people kept dying in his life.
I mean, kinda.
And his childhood gets worse because leading up to when he graduates high school, he has a new a stepmom, and he did not like his stepmom at all. They did not get along.
I mean, it's his third mom. Bro's going 0-3 right now. Damn.
And none of them have good tits.
None.
Hey, we don't know about the first one yet.
We're gonna get to it in a little bit. So, but after graduating high school, Berkowitz goes and joins the army, and he does not go to Vietnam. He goes to Korea.
Oh my!
Yeah, in Korea, I mean, shit gets weird. Shit gets weird. So, a little side note before we get into his little Korea adventure in Korea for 4 years. All of his friends threw him a going away party before the night before he had to go, and they even dropped him off.
How sweet.
Almost
they really wanted to make sure he got there.
They were like, man, well, you guys have been so nice to me. I think I'm gonna stay.
No.
No.
It's for you. It's for you. It's for you.
Get
It's
on
for
the
you.
boat. Get on the boat.
It's for you. It's for you. It's for you.
Get on the boat.
It's for you.
Get on the boat.
It's for us.
It's his dad's like, bye-bye. So Berkowitz goes to Korea, but like I said, he's above average intelligence, so he doesn't serve a combat role at all. Because he scored so well on his...
The retards.
Yeah, they put all the stupid people in the army.
The Marine.
No, they're the ones shooting guns. All the smart ones stay behind the lines.
Yeah, oh my... Yeah, the stupid people send you the free bags and the shirt.
Yeah.
Never... Okay, for the listeners, never take the free Marines shit. They hound you to join. They hound you to join, man.
Oh, yeah. And if you do, don't get the dog tag.
No, fuck no. Get the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, get the bag.
It's a kind of shitty bag, but get the bag.
Look, honestly, I think the t-shirt's the best type.
It depends on what material it's made out of.
It doesn't even matter compared to the
Like,
rest of the
Did you get
class.
the-
To be honest, it's probably 100% kind.
Did
To
you
be
get the
honest.
shirt, Gus?
No, I got the dog tags.
Oh, really? I got the bag.
Mm.
I got it sent to me again, though. I could have filled it out twice. So in Korea, he did have to learn a little bit of gun skill. So he learns to sharpshoot. Or the military teaches him.
Yeah.
And he hits 37 of 100 bullseyes. Which sounds bad, because it's only 37, but that is within sharpshooter range.
He's nasty with it, man.
So that's actually pretty good. Yes. Yes. And he uses this skill amazingly to shoot women and always miss.
Always.
Listen, although it does put him in sharpshooter territory, but it still is 37 out of 100, so.
Yeah, you know who else was I mean, listen.
If the bullseye's the person, but the target's the car, sure, you can still hit the car, and it's not quite 37 out of 100.
Like Oswald, but Oswald didn't even kill JFK. He shot himself.
We're not doing this today, man.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we'll save it for a different episode in like a few years. But Berkowitz doesn't really do a lot in Korea. He might have lost his virginity. Maybe. We don't know.
Ooh.
He hinted at it.
Koreans.
I'm telling.
He became an evangelical Christian. Or he becomes extremely evangelical. He also...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he becomes evangelical in prison as well. So, but he started becoming evangelical in Korea. He hung out with a lot of those people that would go and convert people, or people on missions. People on missions.
So if he did go to Korea, he wouldn't become a murderer, is what you're saying?
No, I think he would have, but it just probably wouldn't have been like... No, actually nothing would have changed.
No.
Well, I mean, the sharpshooter thing. I don't know. That's a good question.
What was it a question?
Anyway.
I was playing it.
Right. He also took a lot of drugs. A shit ton of drugs. Did a lot of acid, smoked a lot of weed, did a lot of coke.
So he destroyed his brain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and
Even farther.
I mean, a little bit of acid's not going to hurt you. I love acid. You know, I drink rat poison all the time. Doesn't hurt me.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah, and you know, I dabble a little bit in smoke and freebasing cocaine. You know.
Yeah.
You know it's my favorite.
Spike your joints with it. Yeah.
No. Just you freebase coke, or you put it on your teeth, you rub it in there. For legal purposes, that's a joke.
And for illegal purposes,
you can go meet us in the Burger King parking lot in California, and you can buy coke.
I'm not going to California.
It's an OJ
Not
reference.
coke. Dog, I can walk to Detroit and
That's
get coke.
Yeah, why don't you guys just go? It doesn't even have to be us. Go anywhere in Detroit, guys. Come on.
Damn.
Literally go to anywhere in Detroit and go, yo, is Big Daddy here? And
You enter the city limit of Detroit, and you just say like, anybody got some coke? And like 50 dudes come out of nowhere
at
with
least
these
three
little
guys.
baggies.
At least three
Oh,
guys
yeah.
on this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you
No,
can't
I
say
think Korea.
because Detroit police. Who am I
I think
fucking
Korea
kidding?
put them
Probably
in
the Detroit police probably have some on them, bro, that they're willing to sell.
yeah.
I think Korea put him on the path of murder.
Yeah, because he learns sharpshooting. I feel
especially like with the acid.
oh,
especially
that
not only that's where he got his training, but that is also like he also took like a lot of acid, like a lot.
and there's something else that I think drove him insane later that we're gonna talk about that I will bring up.
I'm just hearing all this shit about this guy. In case you guys at home don't know this, I choose to know nothing about what's gonna happen before we actually start talking,
And I don't.
so I can piece it together myself here. From what I hear so far, this guy's life sounds like a fucking TV show character, like something from a movie. Mom died, was lied to. Dad was lied about. Mom, stepmom, fucking whatever. Adoption mom died.
Yeah.
acid, all this shit. This
Like
sounds
rough
like the
start.
perfect thing to be like a whole like. I can see a Metallica song about this guy's life.
Oh my
It's like
god.
rough start, but it's honestly not. He didn't have, like he wasn't dealt the worst hand of cards ever.
No, I think that even if you went to Korea and did but it's definitely that like doing so much acid
Yeah.
fucked his brain so much. That and I think
It
that
really does.
yeah, and I think later, I'm not gonna say it right now, but I think later he fucks his brain even more. So, towards the end of his little stint in the army,
I just want to say,
yeah.
keep in mind too, folks. This is Korean acid.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
this is
weed
like
and
laying
coke.
the back of like an Audi.
Gus is selling it to you.
Yeah,
Korea.
smile. I buy acid from him. Look at that man.
Oh, I
Would
would
you
buy
buy acid from him?
Okay, why don't you just shout it from the rooftops, guys? Damn.
I would buy
Jeez.
anything from Gus. You selling farts in a jar?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Freaking 200K a year.
No way, dude. That's awesome.
It's all just one fart, too, by
Yeah.
the way. You have to share it.
Are you
I
gonna go
just
to the
have a
hospital?
giant bag. I take like a giant bag and it's like scoop it out every once in a while.
It's like it's like a Walmart shopping bag.
Yeah, and also somebody call an ambulance. Come in.
That girl, she went to the hospital.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Do I feel sorry?
No.
I do. She was just getting her bread.
I don't feel. I don't know.
$200,000 a year from selling farts in a jar.
Yeah, we'll talk
I
about
feel
that.
bad if something happened to me.
We'll have to talk about that on an episode of on the filler episodes.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So, towards the end of his little stint in the army, he becomes extremely left wing, and he was almost discharged early.
Oh
like,
yeah, I know. That's what pushed him over the edge.
He was. he voted for Democrats.
He voted for Hillary in the 2016 election.
Oh my God.
He voted for Hillary. So everyone in the base is like, get the fuck out.
No, he refuses to carry a gun, and you have to.
Yeah.
And they almost dishonorably discharged him early.
How do you get sharpshooter training and refuse to shoot?
I don't know.
And then end up being a murderer? What?
Yeah, exactly. It's
He
weird.
literally just said, well, I don't want to do it anymore. And then they were like, all right,
Relax.
fine. And then they were like, fine, you can't do it. He's like, well, now I want to.
Fuck you. Fuck the system. And then later, once he gets out, his attitude completely switches. Like he goes from being like he gets super spiteful. And
Whoa, Younes was going down on that thing.
yeah, dude, that was crazy. Is that the fruit punch stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I got a second one.
Nice.
Literally, I just finished this, and as soon as I finished it, my first thought was, should I get up and go get it? Nah,
Oh
I
my
can
god,
wait.
bro.
It's orange juice, the other one. Have you ever tried Minute Maid orange juice?
Yeah, maybe orange juice is good.
It's smacking.
It does.
My favorite is Simply True with OJ, not gonna lie.
My fave. What?
Simply True with OJ, top tier.
Well, I'm a big fan of Sunny D.
Oh
I know that's
my
not
god.
really orange juice. I know that's like battery acid.
But
Well,
like, ooh, man.
when you grab a cold bottle at like 2 or 3 a.m. and that first drop hits your tongue, it's like Mr. Juice himself put his dick in my mouth.
I have no idea what they actually put in that thing, but part of it doesn't
They
work.
can look me dead in the eye and go, "We don't know what's in our product," and I probably still buy it.
Do you
I
guys
believe them.
do you guys know
I'd
about
still
the
buy it.
Do you know about the Mountain Dew lawsuit where like a lady claimed she found a rat in her Mountain Dew?
And the guy goes, "There's no way
Ow.
it would have dissolved by then."
Yeah, no, they were like,
This
yeah.
is literal acid, lady. This is sulfuric acid looking green, okay?
We don't even know how it stays in the can. That's God himself. That's
It's
God.
a miracle. It's not just melting the metal right there.
You're looking me dead in the eyes and told me you drank 2 of those today, and you're still alive.
You are fucked.
Yana, you can't believe her. She claimed she drank 2 Mountain Dews in one day and is still walking.
I'm gonna restart that whole section. So randomly towards the end of like right before he got out of the army, he also becomes very spiteful. Before being discharged, he wrote a letter to a friend where he talks about getting revenge on the world using the skills the army taught him.
Like who? Who's he getting revenge on?
He just said, I'm gonna get revenge. I will have my revenge!
Who
On
has done
who?
him dirty? Who
No.
did him dirty?
Just the world. Well,
But who?
up until this point, like,
He's a Democrat.
He never had a girlfriend. He's
So
looking
he
around
got
in Korea, all
so
the
he got-
brothels and shit.
He got no pussy and goes, there's
He
something
hit it
happening
once.
behind the scenes.
He
It is one
alluded to maybe having sex once, but that's the only time he ever had sex, if that's the case.
He's literally like, why am I not getting any bitches? There's something going on.
Holy shit, Son of Sam is an incel.
He literally said, I got
You know-
no bitches riding my dick. I gotta do
It's
something.
it's everybody else's fault. That's what he said.
Yeah, Elliot Rodger.
Normal people will say, I gotta do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, he did do something. He just wasn't the
Killed
right
them.
thing.
Yeah, 6 of them. So
And it's not like he did anything afterwards. He just ran away.
he did actually. Yeah, he just runs away. Really?
He ran away.
What a loser.
He just shoots
That's
them
just
and
fucking
leaves.
bullying him?
He is a loser. He literally
That's
just
just fucking what kind of middle school bully shit was that? He just ran away from his problems. What a fucking loser!
he is a fucking loser.
Yeah.
He just shoots people and leaves.
It's like that's why I'm gonna do something about it. Shoots him, runs away. Like, what'd you do, guy?
We stand there with the body.
Hmm.
Be
I wish I was there so I could just throw tiny rocks at him.
He would fall over.
like spitballs. He murders a bitch.
My cataracts.
He shoots a bitch and tries to leave the crime scene, and Gus is just there with the spitball.
Leave a bruise.
Loser.
You're good. I gotta watch the cracks. I can't run away. So,
No, I'm gonna be full Arab about this. Just chucking tiny stones at
oh
him.
my god. I'm glad
He
Ollie's not
probably
on
had
this
his
episode.
hair all to one side, covering his eyes,
When I-
dyed the tip of his hair.
When I was writing the script for this, I was like, if I put Ollie on this shit, he would.
We'd have to scrap the entire.
He would.
thing. Like,
Yeah, the
just
whole thing.
iPad,
I have to
you just,
refilm it.
Yeah, and that's I compared to him, I'm nothing. I just want to say.
No. We're just making fun of Son of Sam. Ollie would make fun of Jews in general.
To be
Yeah, he
fair,
will.
to be fair, in the first 10 seconds of this, we mentioned bagels being
That's
the keystone of
different.
Jewish
Yeah, it's a
That's
stereotype. Younes.
Different. Okay. Anyways.
No, your ignorance really bothers me.
Yeah.
Shut up, you
You know,
fucking
Younes,
Arab.
how dare you?
Yeah.
How
Everybody
dare
in the
I?
comment, write "How dare you, Younes," and the first person to spell his name right gets $10.
Yeah, you get to be the guest on the next episode.
There are 5 ways to spell my name. Go for it.
Yeah.
There's 5 billion, bro.
In English.
So he goes back to New York after getting out of the army, and attends Bronx Community College, and starts working.
That explains it.
He starts working as a taxi driver.
That explains it. You can stop right there. Anybody that goes to community college in New York will be a murderer. I put that on God.
Or a taxi driver. In this case, it was both.
Anyone that went through the military and became a taxi driver is also a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
Put money on it.
So during this point in his life, by the way, he gets out of the army. It's 1975. He has literally no friends. Because first of all, he feels abandoned because he was adopted. Nobody likes him.
Right.
He is extremely left-wing. He comes back and literally called his best friend, who was still in the army, a fucking war pig.
You were there with him, bro.
Yeah.
You were there with the guy. You probably did your drills together.
And apparently this guy is his really close friend too.
What's even funnier is He's talking shit about him being in the army. Bitch, you didn't leave. You got kicked
He was
out.
just jealous.
No,
because
no,
the
he
other guy was
left.
cooler
He
for
left.
him.
He didn't get kicked
You
out.
told me he got
No,
dishonorable.
he almost got dishonorably discharged for not being
Oh,
for
that's
not wanting to
bullshit.
hold a gun. Yeah. He stayed in the
just
army
bad
for
the other
4
guy
years.
He was mad the other guy was slaying while he only got him
Bro,
once.
he was getting pussy left and right.
How
Yeah.
big
He
do you
couldn't
think
go on.
David's penis is?
David? Oh, he's in the short game. He's definitely less than 4 inches.
It's like smaller than his nose, I'd say.
Bro, he walks into a wall with a full erect boner and his nose hits the wall first.
Oh my god. His own father didn't even want to hang out with him.
How sad.
Yeah, and I mean his adopted father, the one that
Yeah.
actually still liked
The guy
him.
that chose him.
Yeah, did not
Don't
want
want
to hang
you
out with him.
anymore.
And like I always say on this podcast, I feel like I say this too much. It gets worse
No.
because David meets his actual mom, and his mom tells him what happened, the circumstances surrounding his birth. And this pisses him off. He's like, nobody really loved me. Also, he didn't like his mom because she wasn't hot enough.
But mama, you go swingers. They're over here.
Yeah.
You go swingers. I thought would be like a bishmoka.
Ma, why do I
Made that
always
word up,
go
by
to
the
a fucking Italian accent? I can't do a Jewish accent.
Yeah, he is Italian Jewish, so
So wait, did he really not fucking want to be with his mom
He-
because she wasn't hot?
he imagined his mother was this beautiful goddess because he's never met her, never seen pictures of her, anything. And when he met her, he was legit disappointed because she wasn't pretty. She was just short Jewish
what kind
woman.
of fucking Sigmund Freud bullshit is that?
They're probably like 4'6", waving a cane. Get over here, you!
She's
that's
she's
not-
just a
that's
short Jewish
literally-
Italian woman.
That's literally Sigmund
Sigmund
Freud.
Sigmund Freud.
Freud. The fucking mom sex complex, whatever. He's
Yeah,
like,
the Oedipus
man,
complex.
my mom isn't a MILF, bro. My life sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
So
I lost 2 moms. One died, and the other wasn't a MILF. What kind of life is this, God? I have the worst life. My mom's not hot.
You can't even
this
fuck
is
his
the worst
stepmom.
life to exist.
he can't even fuck his stepmom. She doesn't like him.
He literally is an edgelord. Like, man, imagine you're talking to him, where it's like, man, my life sucks. My dad beats me. My mother's an alcoholic. I have no family, no money. And what about you, man? My mom doesn't have big old titties, bro.
I just want to say, if his life happened in this day and age, he'd be a famous TikToker.
Oh yeah, for sure. He'd
could
have
just
the
watch
short hair highlights
Yeah.
and all that shit.
There's a category for his problem on Pornhub.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even need to
definitely.
look attractive.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Also, there is literally a category on Pornhub for his problem.
There's a category of Pornhub for everyone's problem.
It's like the biggest problem.
It is
Biggest
the
category
biggest
as well.
category. Yeah, step anything is really big.
Mhm. Yeah.
Also worth
There's a category for everyone on Pornhub.
That's true. Also worth mentioning is that David holds many jobs during this period. He started out as a security guard and then moved to, I believe, taxi driver, like I said. And then he also, for a short time, was a UPS letter sorter. And this is what I think also drove David insane. He worked on the infamous machine that was blamed on driving people insane.
Oh.
You know the
Yeah. No, go ahead.
going postal killings, Younes?
I do not.
Like
The only thing I know about murders that has anything to do with mail is the Unabomber.
during this it was very popular in the 70s, 80s for postal workers to just go fucking crazy and start shooting people up.
Oh,
It was because of these machines, or it's theorized because of these machines. You have to tag 60 letters in a minute.
Like, you are not stopping. Like, you can't even breathe.
Yeah.
that's quite literally 1 a second.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he worked on these machines. So I think that had something to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
I find
Like-
it funny that people were literally becoming murderers or going batshit crazy because of these machines. And it took because I know they didn't figure it out in a year. It took them how many years to figure out that maybe we shouldn't be treating living beings as literal machines.
And then
Well, they started going postal.
look at Amazon. They still
Started
do
going
that
post-
shit. Like, I mean, if you look at Amazon's practices, they're not exactly the most ethical either.
Yeah, okay, I do
You
want to say
mean
this.
Jeff
About
Bezos
Amazon.
in this thing?
I want to say this about Amazon. I've had two uncles that have worked at Amazon, and it really just depends on where your Amazon is located, which one you're working at.
I
Because the
agree.
one they work at is actually decently nice. Like they get one 45-minute break a day on any shift.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think more like ones like in probably like LA or wherever like corporate Amazon is.
Busy cities, like I believe any story of Amazon I hear from like California.
Yeah. Where
Right.
you shit on the
York.
floor.
Did you just fucking blink, bitch? Sophia. What's that name? That's your daughter's name, isn't it?
Takes a bathroom break. Jeff Bezos is just standing there as you open the door to leave. He's like,
He's
who
like,
are
yeah,
you?
standing on the
Where are
other
you
side of the
going?
bathroom.
He's like holding a stopwatch. He's like, too long. He just points at her and she explodes.
Just disintegrates to dust.
Looks her in the eyes and she turns to stone.
You were in there
Lasers.
for 24 seconds.
Yeah.
Do I look stupid to you?
That's 24
No, he doesn't even
seconds
say
too
anything.
long.
It's like she just like almost like just combusts.
Yeah, just open the stall. You just see this on the other side.
And all of a sudden you're on fire.
So in 19
Din.
So let's get to the start of David's crimes, but not his killings. In 1975, David starts to experiment with like full-blown arson instead of just like starting small fires. He tries to burn down his apartment building he was staying in. But a neighbor saw him and reported him to the police.
You guys know the saying, don't poop where you eat?
Yeah, this is literally it.
Don't
Yeah.
set fire to the place you literally live in.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
I
And-
never understand that about people that commit arson like that. Like, all right, cool, you burnt out the building. Where are you gonna sleep?
They
It
just
was
love the game, man. Just love the game.
reportedly it was his dream to set a fire and then immediately call the police and be deemed a hero for it. So maybe he was just trying to
Wow.
make it easy and like
How desperate.
reasonable. Yeah, it's weird.
You
Yeah.
live in New York, and during the 70s, there's
Mm-hmm.
crime left and right. Why do you got to create your own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Berkowitz he is responsible for many arsons, like, and when he gets caught, he confesses to all these, and police are like, "Oh shit, unsolved arson." It's like, "Oh, so you did all these?" They
Not
start
just
connecting
that,
the
but, like,
dots.
let's say he burned it, like it's on fire, and he puts out the fires and all that shit, and he saves the day. You don't think the cops are gonna be like, "How'd you know exactly where all the fireworks at? Spread it out throughout the building." And we have this like on your credit card. You can see like you bought like a bunch of lighter fluid.
Berkowitz does not own a credit card. He
How
lives.
the fuck am I supposed to know that
No.
shit?
Younes, his apartment building was a single room with one light hanging over it and a mattress on the floor.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
a studio apartment.
Yes, his final apartment was just like so shit.
Wow.
And so
You know what?
yeah.
If I was him, if I was like in his shoes, if I lived in that building, I'd do it.
Fuck.
I'd do it.
I would do it.
That's
too.
concerning to hear because Gus also has a very small room.
Yeah, but if I step outside this door, there's like more stuff.
All I'm
He just
saying.
opens the door. Mom,
let me
you better
s-
get me a bigger room or some bullshit's going down tonight.
All I'm saying is, if I had to stay in a cabin in the woods with two people that I was friends with, I would just start burning shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if this cabin was like hypothetically up north, maybe near some water.
Yeah, no, I would start in a. I would
Especially
kill.
at night when I know they're asleep.
I would kill.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I would murder.
um, he is very famous for his gun that he chose, the 44 caliber Bulldog revolver. But his actual first two murder attempts are stabbings on Christmas Eve.
I think we
OJ.
glossed over something.
No. We just start talking about arson.
His neighbor caught him trying to burn down the apartment complex. What happened after that?
I that's after this he had to move.
Hey man, not cool. Leave. You don't call the cops?
No, they called the like building and he did have to move, but we're going to talk about that after this.
Right.
Because on December 24th, 1975, he tries to stab two women in the same night. And I say try because the first one apparently he started stabbing her and then she just walked away.
What a loser! Oh my god!
Like a tiny little knife. And she just laughed at him.
He
like,
had a hunting knife.
How? He lost?
He did.
He's a man.
he didn't
New
just
York.
lose.
At night, stabbing a woman, and he lost.
He
Yeah.
was a man with military training with a knife against a woman at night. And at the end of the night there were no victims, but he got clowned on.
The end of the night, she walked home.
She did. And the second girl he stabbed, he did stab her, but she only had minor injuries.
He like scraped her on the side. He's like, and just like,
He probably cried like a bitch when she laughed.
He did it too close to Christmas. His power was weakened.
for Hanukkah, man.
Oh shit! Well, no, but that's before.
Right, so it's like at this height, it's like it just peaked and it's starting to go down now.
David Berkowitz is sitting in his apartment with the one lamp hanging over, like accumulating power.
I
Maybe
can
it was
just
the
imagine, like,
opposite.
he tried to stab them, like he would like throw a football.
Yeah, he went to go stab
See,
them.
that's
But just came down and goes, no, 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 no.
Mm.
You know what? You know what tomorrow? You know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is my birthday. No, no killing.
Jesus.
No, no, no.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
Tell my dad.
I'm telling. So David, like Younes was talking about earlier, has to move, and so he moves to Yonkers.
Yeah.
But
What a funny name.
apparently, yeah, it is funny. He moves to Yonkers, and a demon apparently was telling him to kill people, but he's like trying not to give in. So he moves again to a studio apartment.
And what may this demon's name be, by chance?
That's the next demon.
Oh, it's the next one.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Yes. So he moves into a studio apartment, like I said, the one light with the mattress.
Yeah.
And his neighbor, however, was possessed by demons. The son of that demon was in a dog that the neighbor owned. The neighbor's name was Sam. So the demon was the son of Sam.
Oh, stop picking it up. Boy, boy, boy.
I bet your mind is fucking blown right now.
It's shattered right now, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like sharding myself in shock.
dude, it makes so much sense now.
It does. It was demons chasing him, and they're the ones making him try and kill people.
The demons made me do it.
What a lame excuse.
Yeah,
Like,
I
everything
know.
about this guy just sucks, man. Oh my god.
Yeah,
You ever
because
see
no,
that
that
video? You ever see that video of like that man holding a tiny monkey in clown makeup and they're like laughing at it as like the monkey's tearing up?
no,
He like dies. He dies and goes to hell. And he's like telling everyone, "I don't belong here now. I was only doing what Satan told me." And Satan like picks him up. He's like, "Look at this dumbass."
No, because the thing is that demon story is bullshit.
No way.
No, he admitted to making it up too. It is bullshit.
It wasn't demons.
But it is a
It was
scary
Saber.
name, so.
It is Son of Sam. It's like, well, who's Sam? You know.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's like, this guy isn't even public enemy number 1. He's just a goon.
He's
the bitch
public
from
enemy
Green
number
Eggs and
2.
Ham. It's the bitch from Green Eggs and Ham.
Sam I am.
He fuck yeah. Bro, that man was a menace. Who the fuck eats green eggs and ham? Who
Am
does
I-
that shit?
Sam I am.
The murderer.
All right, now I'm
This
gonna.
David guy might have been right.
I think he was. David Berkowitz was definitely right.
You know, I just gotta say, there is a slight chance that Sam I Am is a bit fictional. Just going on a limb and saying this right now.
What do you
Okay, but
mean?
hear me out.
Like,
Hear me out.
like,
Does ham exist in
Maybe-
real life?
okay, are we doing this?
Do eggs exist in real life?
Okay.
Telling me all that shit exists, but just Sam, the specific part. couldn't.
No, I mean like the story.
A man eating green eggs and ham.
This is why I think JFK killed himself.
Okay.
He knew
yeah.
what was happening.
He
Uh-huh.
he knew too much. So
All right.
I am now going to get into specifics about the weapon that Berkowitz uses on his crime spree, because he chooses the 44 caliber Bulldog revolver. Because his nickname before Son of Sam is the 44 caliber killer.
And that nickname is after he stabbed those 2 ladies.
Yeah, when he first started killing.
Yeah.
So, the model of the gun is known for being reliable in that it's like good to conceal. Like it's a smaller weapon, so it's good for concealing. However, there are issues when you use ammo that's not light. If you the heavier the bullet, the more accurate or the less accurate it is. And this gun already is not particularly accurate.
But he's already got quite a step up from Ramirez.
True.
At least like even if with those like the heavy bullets and like inaccuracies,
Yeah.
at least it's not like being taken up by the wind. You know, like if a bullet does hit him, at least it's doing something.
I think Ramirez misses more, but that's because his spree was longer.
But I still feel like hit shot like the ratio is still way off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Berkowitz, this, I couldn't really find any information about this part, so take this with a grain of salt. But I heard this in a podcast, so I'm going to just say it. It might be true, might not. The gun he used, the 44 caliber revolver, was designed for shooting inside of an airplane, but not puncturing the cockpit.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was designed for air marshals on planes to, like, shoot the people, but not puncture the metal of the airplane. I heard this and couldn't find any information about it when I tried looking it up. So it might be true, might not be true, but if that's the case, he picked a gun that isn't exactly the most, like, the best option, you know? But he never complained
There were
about his...
so many better options, man.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of like
At
I don't
least-
know what it is with these guys. Like
Yeah, you're
there
right.
isn't one of them that know like how to pick guns.
At least the 22 is getting, like fucking Richard Ramirez from point blank missed. From the wind. You know, like fucking God. So, how did
No bitches.
Yeah, no bitches. How did Berkowitz get this gun? Well, he didn't just buy the gun, you know. He got it for the express purpose of murdering people. So he didn't just buy it, you know. That's too easy. He drove to Texas where his friend lived, under the express purpose of buying a gun, told his friend, "Hey, I don't have a proper driver's license, which you need in Texas to get the gun. Can you buy me the gun?" And his friend said yes.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
I got you, bro.
nothing wrong with this.
But why did Berkowitz need the gun? What excuse did he tell his friend? Would you like to guess, Younes?
Self-defense?
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead, Gus.
It's to kill people. Just joking.
Yeah, just kidding, unless. He told his friend he needed it to protect himself on his way back to New York.
I was right.
You were technically correct.
Oh, wow.
Look, I know how serial killers think from experience.
Yeah. Wait, what? Moving on.
Sorry, I'm looking at more stuff about the gun real quick. I'm not finding anything about like the plane thing in the cabin.
Me neither.
When
I
are we
could
gonna do the-
I
when are
could
we
not
gonna
find
do the
anything.
murder- When are we gonna do the murder video on my murders so I can fact check you guys?
On your killing spree.
Yeah, wait. Also, on December 17th, Younes killed Betsy Rose. Oh no, that was the 19th.
Try again. Try again.
Dumbass.
So, so on July 29th, 1976, Berkowitz goes back to New York and approaches Donna Loria, an 18-year-old medical technician, and her friend Jody Valenti, a 19-year-old nurse, who were sitting in Valenti's car.
Yeah.
Berkowitz approaches them and pulls his 44 caliber. You know he made those noises with his mouth. He made those noises too.
He's towing and arching and everything.
And the two are like,
As he walks up the stairs.
no, they're in a parking lot. So he oh my
When
god.
did Jaws come out?
I don't know.
When did Jaws come out?
In the 80s? Before the 80s? Or after
So like,
the
in the 80s, if he was killing people, he's like, damn.
Do you think Berkowitz would watch Jaws?
No, he'd be too scared.
I don't like the movie because it's got sharks in it.
Oh, you know I'm afraid of going in the ocean. Oh.
Can't go to the movie theaters. It gets so chilly, and I can't afford a jacket anymore to keep up.
Oh, I have to wipe down the seats. Oh,
Why is the popcorn so expensive here? I
the
can do
floor's
this
sticky.
at home for like
the
less
floor's
money.
sticky. Oh, I gotta clean my shoes when I get home.
The popcorn's like $9.99 here. I can just buy a box of it at home for like $3.99. $2.99 with this coupon.
So, Berkowitz pulls his 44 out of a paper bag.
Oh, Riley, he called himself a schmutz.
A schmutz!
Was that the word?
Yes!
Yep.
He called himself a schmutz. We're just remembering that like way into the episode.
Yeah.
So, Berkowitz pulls his revolver out of a paper bag he was carrying, fires and kills Donna Loria, and wounds Jody Valenti, before reportedly speed walking away.
Bitch can't run. Why is he like every fucking stereotype of fucking Jewish people? He can't even fucking run.
I don't know.
My knee. This damn thing. I gotta get Dr. Look at it.
Gus, the Family Guy. Ooh.
I can't run in these shoes. These are my loafers.
Peter, don't shoot me with your 44 revolver.
Peter, what are you doing with that 44 revolver, Peter?
So, the second attack is on October 23rd, 1976. 3 months later,
I'm just still laughing. I'm still laughing at. He wanted. How the fuck did they even know he was speed walking? He recited that shit.
No. Jody Valenti lived. Only one woman died. So
Because he sucked at everything.
Imagine getting killed, and as your spirit goes up,
All you see is just.
Again, I can imagine he runs like he throws footballs.
bitch.
So
That's why he didn't want to run. The cops are just here.
So Carl Denaro, who was a 20-year-old bank security guard, and Rosemary Keenan, who was just a college student, were sitting inside Rosemary's car, which was parked. Berkowitz pulls up and just boom, 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 starts fucking opening fire.
Yeah.
It happened so fast that reportedly they didn't even know they didn't know there was bullets. The glass broke, just shattered. They were like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on." So the pair survives, but Carl Denaro was like literally had a gunshot wound to his head and needed a metal plate put in his head. But
he lived.
Yeah, he lived. They both did not die. So
wow, 1 for 4.
A lot of people that didn't die, Berkowitz.
Yeah, for the
You're not making Sam happy.
You think he didn't kill or didn't want a gun in the military because he knew he couldn't kill for shit? Like
That's why
he's probably trying to act all cool about it. It's like, I can't. It is wrong to take a man's life. He just can't kill for the life of him.
It's like that's why they changed his name from 44 caliber killer to Son of Sam. It's because wait a minute, that's barely even killing.
He didn't kill shit.
Yeah, no, he's a 44 caliber shooter guy.
He didn't do shit.
He's the
most wanted gun owner, not killer.
Fuck that guy.
You just arrest him for like disorderly conduct or whatever.
You just suck, bro. We're stopping you to stop you from embarrassing yourself.
So, a month later, on November 26th, 1976, Berkowitz approaches two girls sitting on their front porch, a 60-year-old Donna DeMesa and an 18-year-old Jonah Lumino. He says, "Can you tell me how to get..." And then it just starts opening fire. He was asking for directions. And then killed both of them.
Could you tell me how I get to Times Square?
He wounded DeMesa and permanently paralyzed from the neck down. Joanne Lumino.
Oh, so he did her nasty.
Yeah, but he did not kill her.
No.
Fuck is he?
Noticing
what
a trip.
Doing? What the fuck he got arrested for?
Yeah.
Tripping?
No, he got arrested because he was found shooting his firearm everywhere, and the cops arrested him because he might hurt somebody.
Wait, Gus, do you know how he got caught?
I forgot, I think.
It is fucking hilarious. It is worse. It is the worst. There is no worse way to get caught. Like, stupid way.
Right.
So, at this point, police are starting to think maybe the attacks were connected because all of the shootings, mere coincidence, they have long, dark hair. Every woman that was killed had long, dark hair. They even think that the one guy victim might have been mistaken for a woman because of the time of night and, like, the lighting. Yeah. Yeah. So
it was probably the smartest thing he's done. Is pretend to have a profile.
It wasn't. It was all on accident.
Completely an accident.
Yeah. It was so stupid. And he threw people off, too. You'll see this later. He threw people off. People thought that if you had blonde hair, you couldn't get attacked.
But it was all an
It
accident.
was an accident.
It was all a dream.
So, 2 months later, on March 8th, 1977, Berkowitz approaches a 19-year-old college student named Virginia. Oh my god. Voskeraichian?
The hell? It's got to be Polish, right? No, it's German. Vaska Ice-Cream. It's German.
He approaches her on while she's walking back from class and shoots her, and she dies. She tried to block the bullet with her textbook she was carrying. It did not work. She died.
That's the thing. If it was Ramirez, it would have worked.
No,
it probably wouldn't even gone through the cover page.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean the book. Yeah, no. Fucking
Yeah.
Ramirez would have been like this, and the bullet would have ended up 20 miles away in a pigeon.
This guy was so ass at killing. Imagine how embarrassing it would be if you died to him.
Don't say that about the 6 people he actually killed.
Fuck him. Or Dad.
No.
He would be
No.
if this happened today, he'd be the fucking... he would be a meme.
Yeah.
He'd be the boogeyman, bro. Will Smith would be a meme.
Yeah, whatever.
To
each his own. So, a few days later, there was a police press conference held, and they officially announced that they've determined there was a connection between all of the shootings. And they even said that they know what kind of gun it was, a .44 caliber Bulldog revolver. And officially, a serial killer is on the loose.
Ooh.
Yep. They told everybody to stay away from discos because the police claimed all of the people were coming back from discos late at night when they weren't.
And I'm guessing that again, accident. Or just coincidence.
It wasn't even the police thought that it was true, but it wasn't. I think one victim was, and that's it. The first one.
Oh.
The first ones. And that's it. The girl we just talked about was coming back from school.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently during this time, attendance rate of discos dropped 80%.
What the hell do people do all day, man?
They
were going to the
what's
disco.
the point?
I have no idea.
Right.
And
I would have just done myself.
They might as well just be in lockdown like we are.
Like,
no disco? Fuck, bro. I don't even want to go out today.
I can't even. Come on,
I'm fucking
man.
your face. But in the
You look me
70s.
dead in the eyes and tell me that our whole plan of hanging out, we can't do disco at the end. I'm not coming.
Right. It's like, what?
I don't
What
want
am I going to do? Hang out with you fucking idiots? I'm there for the beats.
Yeah. So, the real way Berkowitz got his victims was he just drove around and looked for a spot that looked right.
Right.
He literally
I remember this.
he didn't stalk discos. He just sat there, drove around until he found something that looked okay, and waited. And then found a car. Boom.
It's like he could have literally just rolled some die and be like, if it's 6, I kill this person. If it's a 4, I kill this person. But if it's any other number, I don't kill at all. Basically, what he did all night.
Yeah. And they also they said the long brown hair connection, which was also a coincidence.
Yeah.
Wig shops reported record-breaking sales. Same with salons. People were just trying to change their hair.
That's so funny.
Wig shops could not keep up with the demand.
Oh my god.
Dude.
They made the lifetime supply of sales within those couple of weeks or years or however long.
I could have helped. them.
Yeah.
Would I be a Son of
Riley.
Sam victim?
Yeah, you fit the profile, bro.
Holy shit. No.
I mean, all you would have had to done is cut your hair and you would be a suspect. You'd be like, oh, wait a minute, that's a very bearded, hairy Italian man.
So on the morning of April 17th, 1977, Berkowitz fires 4 shots into the car of 18-year-old aspiring actress ugh,
Actress.
aspiring actress
There you go.
Valentina Serini, who was sitting in her car with her date Alexander Isu, a 20-year-old truck driver, or a 20-year-old tow truck operator.
What a boring date.
Yeah, this took place a block from the first attack, and Serini was shot once and died. Isu got shot twice and also died, but at the hospital.
Wow, so almost. He's picking up.
So,
I'm
detectives.
almost proud.
This crime scene is important because detectives discover a handwritten note. And this is where Berkowitz gets his infamous name. Gus, read us the note.
Oh, okay.
Spelling. This has spelling errors
I will read them.
and is very long. So go ahead, Gus.
Yeah, buckle up.
All right, just the first one.
I am deeply hurt by your calling me a woman hater. I am not. But I am a monster. I am the son of Sam. I am little brat. When Father Sam gets drunk, he gets mean. He beats his family. Ooh. Sometimes he ties me up to the back of the house. Other times, he locks me in the garage. Sam loves to drink blood. Go out and kill, commands Father Sam. Ooh. We behind our house some rest, mostly young, raped and slaughtered. Their blood drained, just bones now. Papa Sam keeps me locked in the attic too. I can't get out, but I look out the attic window and watch the world go by. I feel like an outsider. I'm on a different wavelength than everybody else, programmed to kill. However, to stop me, you must kill me. Attention all police. Shoot me first. Shoot to kill or else. Keep out of my way, or you will die. Papa Sam's old now. He needs some blood to preserve his youth. He has had too many heart attacks. Too many heart attacks. Ooh.
Wait, Sam is just Jeff Bezos taking
Is it
blood
like
to preserve his youth.
Why is it like halfway through that he sounded like he was getting turned on?
Ooh.
Oh, wait. Ooh, me hoot, it hurts, sonny boy.
What the fuck?
Ooh, me what? It hurts, sonny boy. Those were the spelling mistakes, by the way. He was quoting Sam himself.
Yeah.
I miss my pretty princess most of all. She's resting in Our Lady's house, but I'll see her soon. I am the monster. Beelzebub, the chubby behemoth. I love to hunt, prowling the streets looking for fair game. Tasty meat, ooh, so tasty. The women of Queens are the prettiest of all.
That is how
I must be the water they drink. I live for the hunt, my life. Blood for Papa. Mr. Borelli, sir. I don't want to kill anymore, no, sir. No more, but I must. Honor thy father. Oh, I want to make love to the world. I love people. Oh, I don't belong on earth. Oh, return me to Yahoos, to the people of Queens. I love you. And I will want to wish all of you a happy Easter. May God bless you.
Fuck you. Happy Easter.
Let's stab you. Happy Easter, guys. Kill me. Happy Easter. There's a bit more. Alright. May God bless you in this life and in the next. And for now, I say goodbye and good night. What a gentleman.
Yeah, I know.
Please, let me haunt you with these words. I'll be back. I'll be back. To be interpreted as bang, 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 bang. Ooh. Yours in murder, Mr. Monster.
Good,
Now he just
Gus.
sounds like a fucking like James Bond villain.
He is so fucking.
Mr. Watch, yeah.
Gus, amazing job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was so much fun to read.
It is so funny, dude. And there's another note coming up, and it's longer, and honestly, a little funnier, cause of like he's like, P.S. Tell them I'm gonna
Oh,
buy
yeah.
them shoes.
I'm excited for that one.
So, police make a psychological profile of the son of Sam after reading this note, and they think that he's a paranoid schizophrenic. Which,
It believes the demon's his dad.
yeah. And I don't think that's true, because, well, we know it's not. Berkowitz lied about this. They did believe that, like most serial killers, he enjoyed the public attention and would occasionally return to the crime scene, which is true. Berkowitz would go back to the scene of the crime and reenact the murders, and then he would jerk off.
God. I could just imagine it's like a Rocky Balboa scene. He's like all gray sweatpants and then he just
No, Gus.
like-
It's bang, bang, bang.
But you know when he reenacted it, he was like you know it.
He did not do it all macho. It probably like made him come faster to do it the way that it was. He has to include the speed walking though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So on May 30th, 1977, another letter is sent to a journalist. His name is Jimmy Breslin. Read us the letter, Gus.
Got you. All right. Hello from the gutters of New York City, which are filled with dark manure, vomit, stale wine, urine, and blood. Hello from the sewers of New York City, which swallow up these delicacies when they are washed away by the sweeper trucks. Hello from the cracks in the sidewalk of New York City. Don't step on those, they'll break your mother's back. And from the ants that dwell in these cracks and feed the dry blood of the dead that has settled into the cracks. JB, I'm just dropping you a line to let you know that I appreciate your interest in those recent and horrendous 44 killings. I also want to tell you that I read your column daily and find it quite informative. Ooh, I liked when you told me the weather for the week. Tell me, Jim, what will you have for the July 29th? You can forget about me if you like, because I don't care for publicity. That's why I'm writing this note in public. However, you must not forget Donna Loria, and you cannot let the people forget her either. She was a very, very sweet girl. But Sam's a thirsty lad, and he won't let me stop killing unless he gets the blood.
Did he get
Mr.
paid
Breslin.
to write this?
I don't know about that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of Gotham.
Mr. Breslin, sir, don't think that because you haven't heard from me in a while that I went to sleep. No, rather I'm still here, like a spirit roaming the night. Thirsty, hungry, seldom stopping to rest. Anxious to please Sam. I love my work. Now the void has been filled. Perhaps we shall meet face to face someday, or perhaps I will be blown away by corpse with smoking 38s. Whatever, if I shall be fortunate enough to meet you, I will tell you all about Sam if you like, and I will introduce you to him. His name is Sam the Terrible. Not knowing what the future holds, I shall say farewell, and I shall see you at the next job. Or should I say, you will see you'll see my handiwork at the next job. Remember, Miss Loria, thank you. In the blood and from the gutter, Sam's creation. 44. Here are some names to help you along. Forward them to the inspector for use by the NCIC. The Duke of Death, the Wicked King Killer, The 22 decibels of hell. John Wheaties.
These are names he wants you to call him, by the way. The fuck is John
You
Wheaties?
got paid.
He's giving himself a nickname. Rapist and suffocator of young girls. That's a good one, I like it. P.S. Please inform all the detectives working the slaying to remain. P.P.S. J.B. Please inform all the detectives. Oh wait, no, I just no.
No.
This is
There's another one. There's another.
P.P.S. J.B. Please inform all the detectives working the case that I wish them the best of luck. Keep them digging. Drive on. Think positive. Get off your butts. Knock on coffins, etc. Upon my capture, I promise to bring all the guys working the case a new pair of shoes if I get up the money. Son of Sam.
What the fuck?
He said, if I have the money, I'll get you a new pair of shoes.
Everyone working the case, and it's a big
He's-
task force.
Yeah, he's basically saying, no. Like, he's basically saying, guys, I'm too broke, but pair of shoes. But you don't get them, but you know, you could.
If guys, by the time you catch me, if I can get the money together, I'm gonna get you guys something nice.
Dude, that's so sweet of you.
So, the line, "Tell me, Jim, what will you have for July 29th?" was seen as a threat because it is the 1-year anniversary of the first Son of Sam shooting.
Yay!
Woo! And so Jimmy Breslin forwards this to the police, and then they give it to the press after they kind of like look at it, but they redact the last page, which is everything from not knowing in the text, because it included the NCIS, a reference to the National Crime Information Center, or the NCIC. I don't know why. They just didn't want it in there, so they redacted it.
Lame.
Lame. So, but we've got another shooting before we get to the anniversary of the Son of Sam killings. Because on June 26th, 1977, Berkowitz shoots 20-year-old Sal Lupa and 17-year-old Ludi Palcido. Both were wounded. They did not die. And they were actually able to give a description of the attacker and a partial license plate number in the car that he drove away in. Which is... He upgraded.
Yeah. He's balling now.
Mm-hmm. So a month later, it's July. He misses the anniversary. Which really sucks, because this is the last killing.
Oh.
Yeah, he missed his anniversary. So that sucks.
Come on, man. What a bad dude.
Yeah. He just wasn't up to... I guess he just wasn't good at keeping
What a
dates.
what a schmuck.
That's what he called himself.
Yeah, how you want to be wrong.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Fuck that guy.
Right.
In the early hours of July 31st, like I said, not the 29th, Stacy Moskowitz and Robert Valenti were sitting in Valenti's car. They were on a date. Berkowitz approaches the passenger side of the car and shot the pair before escaping. In the end, Robert Valenti lost his left eye, and Stacy Moskowitz passed away. She was actually, weirdly enough, the last victim and the only blonde victim.
Literally,
Is weird, because her and Robert Valenti were making jokes before the date, because everybody was like, are you guys sure you want to go out when there's like a guy on the loose killing people in New York? And apparently Stacy Moskowitz said, he doesn't kill blondes.
such a blonde thing to say.
And it was literally just a coincidence, and he did kill her. So this is...
Guys, if there is a serial killer, even if they have an old profile, don't just go out all willy-nilly. Like, even if the
Yeah.
person only kills women, men, you stay inside too.
Oh yeah, you never know. You could be the first.
Yeah, or it could just all be complete coincidence. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's a possibility, guys. One of the cops,
Exactly.
dumb idiots. I hope you die just for being so dumb. I hope all of you die. Everybody
Oh
listening
yeah.
to this, I
Fuck
hope
you.
you die
Fuck
from
you.
a serial killer.
To her. He's like, where the fuck you get that idea from?
I never said that.
I said that? I don't remember saying that.
So this is the
Oh, wait,
end.
one more
Okay, go
quick
ahead.
tidbit before we get to the end. I just want to say, if everybody who listens to our podcast were to suddenly die by one person, it would be big enough to be named a serial killer.
Oh, definitely. It would be a significant, like that would be a. Are we going by total like views per episode?
I think we're going for average, I'd say.
Oh my god! Well, the average suddenly went up because of the success of the last two episodes. So
Yeah, so
I would say
we made it.
that would be a very that would be better than that would be like Bundy levels.
Yeah, who was that Russian guy that killed like 40 people?
Andre Chikatilo or
Chicket,
Chikatilo.
yeah,
Chikatilo.
yeah, I think it is Chikatilo.
We would be up there. We would be up there with him.
We're threatening his throne.
Wow.
Like, yeah, so
Watch out, guys.
we are at serial killer levels. I just want to say,
We can. It would
like
be
on serial killer standards, we are popping off.
We are doing great.
Yeah.
So this is the end of Berkowitz's Summer of Sam, as it was dubbed by the media and everybody. It claimed the lives of 6 women and led to the injuries of 9 people. There was men involved.
Yeah.
2 of those were stabbings. Because he, fucked up the stabbings. So
Yeah.
this is how Berkowitz gets caught. And
How exciting.
anything you think like that's interesting, no. So at the same time of that last murder, a car is ticketed a few blocks away for parking too close to a fire hydrant.
Oh.
A woman named Cassilia Davis
I
walked
remember how it
by.
goes.
Yeah, she walked by the car and noticed the guy pick up the ticket, get super pissed, get in his car and drive away. But he was holding some sort of dark object, and it really did not sit right with her. So Davis contacts police several days later, and police brushed it off. They were like, it doesn't matter. Especially because the suspect list for the Son of Sam at its height was 7,000 names.
Ah, damn.
So they were like, whatever. But she bitched, and it actually worked. They were like, well, we'll go talk to him because Berkowitz, they find out. Let me start over. So she complains, and the police are like, okay, we'll talk to whoever has the ticket. They find out that only 4 parking tickets were given in that area on that day, and only one ticket was given for parking too close to a fire hydrant, and the car was registered to David Berkowitz. Oh my god.
Even the way he gets caught is lame.
Literally, like, that is very similar to having the only boot in the state of California.
But the thing, like, Ramirez got caught in such a cool way, though. Like, the city found him and just started, like, beating on him.
Yeah.
But with this guy, it's like, oh, I found a guy. He kind of looks like the murderer. He threw away a parking ticket. I was like, okay. So what's the guy?
They didn't. No, they did. At first, they were like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, on August 10th, this is a day after she visits the police. The NYPD is like, let's go pay Berkowitz a visit. They notice a gun inside his car on the back seat. Upon looking in the car, they found a duffel bag filled with ammunition, maps of crime scenes, and threatening letters addressed to Inspector Timothy Dawad of the task force that was hired to
Yep.
capture Son of Sam.
Oh, and don't forget the giant bucket of splooge sitting in the backseat as well. Because he liked to collect it.
Yeah, he's like, oop.
Yep. He would go to the crime scenes, just
Oh yeah,
pull the bucket some more.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. So Berkowitz gets arrested, and his famous last words were, "Well, you got me."
Oh, you're being too rough with the handcuffs.
Oh, they're too tight.
Oh, my wrist, you're gonna stop the blood to my hands.
That is how they catch the son of Sam.
Oh my god.
It is so stupid.
Retarded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's not the end. Because Berkowitz pleads guilty. Not death, or not insanity, not nothing. He pleads guilty. But his lawyers wanted to get him the insanity plea. And he's like, no, I'm going to plead guilty. And
Why?
he's fucking crazy!
He's just stupid. He's stupid and lame. That's why.
He got sentenced to 6 life sentences, 1 for each murder.
Oh,
And
alright.
he's still alive. He is.
Oh my god.
As
So you
of
mean
right
I
now.
can so I can start making fun of him in person.
Yeah,
I can just go up to a cell and be like, haha, you want some schmutz?
he is
You want
serving
some smear your
his
schmutz? That's what I have to say.
you schmutz. You schmuck. Or is it?
No, yeah. I'm gonna call him a schmutz.
Yeah.
You
So-
want some smear, you schmutz?
Some shimmer. So, he is still serving his sentence at the Attica Correctional Facility in upstate New York.
Way to dox him, bro.
He can't leave. Later on, Berkowitz confessed in an interview with, I think, an FBI profiler, that the whole demon dog thing was bullshit. He killed those girls because he was pissed off that he didn't fit in, he had no girlfriend, and he didn't like his mom.
Yeah. And his mom's tits were small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later, though, in another interview, which was done for a book that he was involved with, he changed his story to that his neighbor was part of a cult. He was the leader of a cult. David Berkowitz was in the cult. And Berkowitz had to carry out these satanic sacrificial killings. I think that is also bullshit.
Yeah. Especially since his victims were completely random.
Yeah, he was literally just a fucking an idiot who drove
And he
around.
didn't do anything with the bodies. He killed them and ran away.
No, he just... Yeah, he
That's
was
not really how sacrifices work.
yeah, no. That's it.
So retarded.
Yeah.
There is something else. There was a thing called Son of Sam laws. Or Son of Sam law. It's basically a thing. It's not around anymore. But Berkowitz was so eager to give his story up for money because he did so many interviews. He was willing to talk. He immediately confessed. He was willing to talk with any media. So New York made it so you couldn't make money off of selling your story to the press. And actually, this was used in the O.J. Simpson, not his trial, but for the publishing rights of the book. So that's interesting. We linked it back to O.J. So guys, come on.
We have. From
Every
now on, I
episode.
want to try to find a way to link every episode of OJ. Yeah.
Hey, Twitter world.
Hey, Twitter.
Rip Betty White.
Suck.
And that's the end of Son of Sam.
Yeah, I guess so.
He just kind of is chilling.
What a sad human being.
Yeah, no, he's
Think
weird.
about life was
Yeah.
worthwhile.
He did nothing worthwhile.
No, he did
with
not.
his whole life.
No, he like ruled New York for one summer. That's what literally it.
He didn't even fucking rule it.
He-
He was just like,
I think it was a bigger deal in like if we were there, we would probably be shitting our pants.
Terrifying, yeah.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
looking back on it, Son of Sam is very famous, but I think I don't know, I feel like this isn't gonna hold the test of time because it's
No, I
so
don't think so.
it's interesting, the whole demon dog thing, which is bullshit, all this
Yeah.
shit. I think that it's just, I don't know. It was you had to be there.
Yeah,
Like, even
and
like-
it's not like he was like messed up on another level, like with these other guys. It's just like
No, he was
no,
fucked
he
up.
just shot random like he just. But the thing is, like with everybody else, they were like sick in a way, like
Oh,
aim
yeah.
for the boys, necrophiliacs.
Mhm.
But this guy, it's not really out of the ordinary the way he just killed, shot people in their car right away. He didn't really.
David Berkowitz is a proto incel. He literally,
Yeah.
he's pissed that he doesn't have a girlfriend. His mom, he never had a good relationship with his mother. His mother is ugly in his
Yeah.
eyes. And he's an outsider. So he's like, I'm
Yeah.
going to kill women as revenge. This is literally just revenge killings.
Yeah, it's not even like he's a process killer or but
He's
other
not.
process killers where like they take their time killing, like they enjoy the process of killing.
Yeah.
This guy didn't even enjoy any part of it. He shot them and ran away immediately, not knowing if he killed them or not.
Yeah. He
somebody
didn't.
kills, what's the word I'm thinking of? Reminisce on the reason of why they do it whenever they do kill.
Right.
Whenever somebody, like if I kill somebody, I'm going to be thinking of what made me want to do this,
Mm-hmm.
No sane human being just goes, oh, cool, gun, click, move
And-
on with my life, unless they have a mental disorder.
What's funny, Gus, is I didn't mention this, but apparently the reason Berkowitz speed walks away the first crime is because he didn't think he was successful. He didn't know he killed that woman until he got home.
Right.
So why did he speed walk though? In case he has to turn around?
No, just so it's like, oh shit, if I missed, I'm running away.
So they can't catch
So they
me.
can't, I'm getting out of here.
He's in prison getting raped. Don't touch my body. I'm very sensitive down there.
You caught me. I'm the...
Man.
Officer, my beans are cold.
Oh, Mr. Monster doesn't feel so good right now.
Another blanket, please.
Bang,
Shit.
to be interpreted as bang, bang,
It's
bang.
freezing in here. My sinuses are acting up. Please, officer.
And we are making fun of Berkowitz. Again, we are not making
Yeah.
fun of Jewish people.
Yeah, this isn't
You know
a
what I'm
generalization specific to him.
Yes.
You know how many short dick, big ass nose jokes I've made throughout this whole fucking thing?
A lot.
One.
You guys referenced bagels. Those are both stereotypes. Why is my stereotype worse?
I don't know.
No, we're not saying that.
No, no,
we're
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying- I'm
it's
just- 'cause
specific.
this is
Not
the
stereotyping.
God,
This
I
is
can't
a
believe.
stereotyping.
Guys, you still have that letter, right?
Yeah, it's in chat.
Bro, I want you. Can you reread that first line of the letter, please?
Which letter? The first, second
The
one.
second one.
Hello from the gutters of New York City.
Bro,
Just
like,
filled with
I'm telling you,
warm
he
with
got
the-
Bane to write that shit.
He's a
From
poet.
the
Hello
gutters
from the
of New-
gutters.
like,
New York.
replace New York City with Gotham.
Yeah.
Hello.
from the gutters of Gotham.
That's literally a Bane line.
Okay. Maybe they stole it
That's
from
actually where Bane came from.
Yeah.
David
Bane's original,
Berkowitz clone.
No. Bane's original rough draft name was actually Mr. Monster.
Now,
And he was Jewish.
you see, Batman.
You
the
see,
reason I
Batman.
do what I do is because my mother had B titties when I wanted her to have D titties.
Oh my god.
You cannot understand my pain of lack of MILF that I am related to by blood.
Oh my god.
What
Well,
a sad.
you know what I have to say to that? You can follow us on Twitter at officialccp.
Yes, you can.
Yes, and you can email us at bodaciousTrueCrime@gmail.com.
Yep.
Rate us on Spotify
Please do.
if you. Yeah,
Rate us a 3.
apparently we have ratings, but I can't look at them until there are a lot of them. At least
That's
I don't know how to do it from the like dev side. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to from like uploader side. So does anybody want to say anything before we sign out? I think Son of Sam was really interesting. Except,
Yeah.
like I said, does not stand the test of time.
Jewish people like bagels.
I love bagels.
I
Pizza bagels are
I can
awesome.
end it on that
Yeah.
note. All Jews like bagels. I think that's a good place to end it.
I feel like all people like bagels. So
I like bagels.
I'd go that far. I'd go that far.
You ever had an?
Don't, Gus.
I
Don't
don't-
try to
I-
fix my racism.
I like
Don't fix it.
Asiago bagels.
I know what I did.
Like for me, just a plain bagel and too much cream cheese. You know, too
For
much
me,
smear.
it's,
That's enough for me.
it's that bagel that has like the cheese on it.
Oh,
Because honestly,
Oh,
I eat
Asiago
that
bagels.
I eat that without cream cheese. I microwave for like 30 seconds and just bite into it. It's like garlic bread.
So
Sometimes.
do I. It's fucking delicious.
nice. Now I gotta have some smear with mine.
Schmear. There's no schmear in Korea.
There's only acid.
I guess last thing I gotta say is
Is it the thing?
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Everybody, make sure to stay bodacious.
Hell yes, stay bodacious.
All right,
Yeah.
bros.
That's it.
I'll see you guys next.
We out.
Balls, fucking cock balls. Balls, cock, and balls, cock, fucking balls, cock.
Okay.
fuck, cock balls. Balls, cock, and balls, cock, fucking balls, cock.
Okay.